If you're looking for that quick and easy treat that you can whip together in a few minutes with some basic ingredients that you should have at home, then these apple and banana bites are definitely what you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to start off with the cornerstone of any nutritious snack, and that's some melted butter. Now I've got an apple here. Now you can use a red apple, I've used a green apple. Honestly, it comes down to personal taste. So I've cut it into 8 slices, and of course I've removed the core. So we're going to place that into our butter and just make sure all the apples are completely coated in our butter. So when these are in the oven, it just adds a nice extra flavor. Plus it also helps cook the apples as well. Now you can use oil if you want, but honestly, butter just works perfectly. But best thing of all, the taste is so much better. Next I've got a bowl, so I'm just going to place in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And to enhance the flavor, we're going to add some cinnamon. So I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of our cinnamon. And of course, I'll leave a list of ingredients in the description down below. And just mix that all in, just so that cinnamon sugar is nice and combined. Now you can use white sugar, but something like this, honestly, there's no comparing brown sugar to white sugar. The taste difference really is fantastic when you're using brown sugar. Because white sugar is very plain and there's not really much flavor to it, it's just sweetness. But the brown sugar, delicious for a pie. Okay, so next I've got some puff pastry. Now you can also use that crescent roll stuff that you sell in the United States. But most places, including the States, you can also use just plain old puff pastry. So we just want to cut it into triangles. Okay, so with our triangles, we're just going to remove them like so, just so they're all nice and loose. Okay, so on each one of our triangles, we're going to sprinkle on our cinnamon sugar mixture. We're just going to cover each one like so. Okay, so next I've got some pecan nuts that I've just quickly chopped up and given a bit of a bash to in a Ziploc bag so they're nice and fine. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that on each one of our little rolls, just on top of our cinnamon sugar mixture. Now you don't have to use pecans, you can use a different type of nut, but honestly, for this recipe, pecans are the way to go. Okay, so we're going to grab one of our apple slices, put on the large edge, and just roll it over. Okay, so I've just placed our bites on top of a baking tray along with non-stick baking paper. So with the remaining butter from what we used on the apples, we're just going to brush each puff pastry roll with our butter and just sprinkle the remaining amount of our sugar cinnamon mixture on top. Okay, so once done, we're going to place them into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius or about 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 minutes, and you know they're ready when everything starts to come out golden brown on the outside. And now would you look at those deliciously crispy and hot apple pie bites. Truly took me just a few minutes to prepare and about 12 minutes in the oven, and you have a deliciously hot and crispy snack to have any time of the day. It's a perfect treat to share with friends or just to yourself. That combination of the apple, the brown sugar and cinnamon really do set these off perfectly. So it's like an apple pie, but in a simple snack version that tastes delicious. So let them cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes, especially because of that sugar, because coming out of a hot oven, it's going to be piping hot. And if you bite straight into them, the sugar is going to burn your mouth. But after about 10 minutes of cooling down, when you bite into one of these apple bites, you'll be saying to yourself, they taste simply delish.